We've all been there. You look in your rearview mirror, you see those dreaded flashing lights, and your stomach just drops. Every single year, millions of drivers go through this exact frustration, triggering billions of dollars in traffic fines nationwide. It's a huge headache. But welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to turn that massive headache into a total breeze. We're going to dive into exactly how you can resolve a Lee County traffic ticket straight from the comfort of your couch. That means no wasting hours in long courthouse lines, and for sure, dodging those nasty late fees. So picture this for a second. You've got your physical citation sitting right there in your hand, your laptop is open on your desk, and you are totally ready to just pay this fine and put the whole ordeal behind you. But hold on a second. Before you type anything into your search bar, we need to ask one absolutely critical question. Which Lee County are we actually talking about? Here is the crazy catch. There are actually 12 entirely different Lee counties scattered all across the United States. We're talking everywhere from Florida to Iowa and Texas to Virginia. Because municipal administration is completely decentralized, if you just go searching for a generic Lee County ticket payment portal, you can so easily end up in the wrong state dealing with the wrong court. And the worst part, if your actual ticket goes unpaid because of a mix-up, you could be looking at a suspended license. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. First, the geographic dilemma. Second, reading your ticket. Third, online prep. Fourth, a step-by-step payment guide. Fifth, verification. And finally, number 6, final tips and disclaimers. Let's jump right into Section 1, the geographic dilemma. Which Lee County?
Every single state operates under completely different municipal codes and judicial structures. It's kind of a maze. If you get a ticket in Lee County, Florida, you're dealing directly with the clerk of court in Fort Myers. But over in Alabama, it's the circuit and district court. And in North Carolina, the clerk of superior court uses a totally different system altogether. So figuring out your specific state and local court system is absolutely paramount before you take any other step.
All right, moving to Section 2, reading your ticket, unlocking the details. Your physical ticket is literally the key to getting into the right digital portal. You've got to locate these specific pieces of information. You'll usually find the court name and state printed right at the very top, but you need to look a little closer for your citation or case number. That's usually printed in red or some kind of distinct lettering. And here's why grabbing this exact info is so crucial. The search parameters to find your ticket online vary wildly by state. For example, down in Florida, if the system can't find your ticket, you might just need to drop the leading zeros from the citation number. In Texas Precinct 2, get this, you actually have to call the clerk first just to get a specific bureau code before they even let you log on. And in Virginia, you have to type your name exactly as the officer wrote it on the paper, even if they completely misspell it. Up next is Section 3, online prep, setting up for success. You really want to get everything organized before you log on so your session doesn't time out halfway through. Make sure you have a reliable internet connection, a valid credit or debit card, the physical citation right there for reference, and your personal ID details. Keep in mind, these payment rules are super strict. While most portals accept your standard debit and credit cards, some jurisdictions have really specific restrictions. For instance, the Magistrates Court in Lee County, South Carolina, flat out does not accept personal e-checks online. No exceptions. Now, the cost of this online convenience shifts entirely depending on which state you're in. State laws actually often prohibit local governments from absorbing credit card transaction fees. So what happens? Those third-party administrative fees get passed directly onto you. In Florida's N-Court portal, you're looking at a 5% service fee. In Alabama, using Alapay brings a 4% fee. So just make sure your bank account has enough funds to cover both the base fine and these mandatory processing charges. Let's get into Section 4. Step-by-step payment, the Florida example. Let's make this super practical and actually walk through a quick step-by-step using Florida as our main example here. Step 1, you're going to navigate to the official Lee County Clerk of Court's website and click through to their payment portal. Step 2, locate the traffic section and enter your citation number or your name. Step 3, carefully review your specific fine details and your deadlines. And Step 4, input your payment information securely and hit submit. But hey, remember, one crucial detail here. It can sometimes take up to 7 full days from the moment the officer hands you that ticket on the side of the road for it to actually show up in these online databases. Now, we remain completely impartial on what route you choose to take, but you absolutely have to know the legal implications of clicking that submit button. In Florida, and honestly a lot of other states, simply paying online legally constitutes an admission of guilt. That means points are going to be assessed against your driver's license. However, eligible drivers do have another route, which is electing a state-approved driver improvement school. If you choose this option, you submit an affidavit, you pay the fine, and the clerk grants you an extension to complete the course. Doing that successfully prevents those points from ever hitting your driving record. Okay, Section 5. Verification, proving your compliance. So you've hit submit, but your journey isn't quite over just yet. You really need to secure the digital proof of your transaction. Definitely screenshot or download that final confirmation page, and keep a solid copy of the receipt. I'd also highly recommend checking the portal again after a few days just to ensure your payment was properly accounted for by the county's system. Tech glitches happen all the time, and you definitely don't want a suspended license just because a server lost your ping. Also, please stay incredibly vigilant against scams. If your account happens to be delinquent in Florida, it goes to a collection firm. Legitimate automated collection texts will only come from the specific SMS shortcode 98023, and they will always contain your full name and case number. If you get some generic text with a shady link, whatever you do, do not click it. And finally, Section 6, final tips and disclaimers, wrapping it up. Listen, a website glitch is not going to excuse a missed deadline. The court won't care. If the digital portal is giving you a massive headache or it's just completely down, pick up the phone. In Florida, there is a dedicated Lee County compliance call center you can reach out to immediately before your deadline passes. Just always make sure you act before your time runs out.
A quick but important disclaimer before we wrap up. We are providing an educational explainer based on current systems across these 12 counties, not specialized legal counsel. Portal vendors, municipal policies, and fee structures change all the time, so always verify the details directly with official sources and, of course, seek legal assistance if you feel it's necessary. By following these structured steps, you have successfully navigated the crazy maze of municipal portals. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Definitely share this with a friend who just got a ticket. But before we go, it does leave us with a slightly bigger question to ponder. As local governments increasingly rely on these third-party tech companies to collect our fines, are these complex digital portals actually designed to make compliance easier for the citizen, or are they just built to make revenue collection more efficient for the state? Think about it. Drive safe out there, and I'll see you next time.